Yo, what is up, guys? We are back for yet another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. And today, we running it back yet again. This is a part 2 to the most disastrous releases to ever release. I don't know where I was going with that. I just had a brain freeze for a second. This is the worst releases in Dokkan battle history. Some of y'all may agree with these picks. Some of y'all may disagree. You know how I do. This is not in order, and let me down in the comment section below how you feel about some of this. I'm gonna keep the new tabs on here so it doesn't so it doesn't spoil any, because y'all might see like the sub names for them. But first, there's a reason why I pulled this guy first. Tech Super Trunks. I hate this character. He's not even out on global, but I can just see from people's videos, it was like, no, this is a character I'm gonna hate. And I already hate him. I don't even have him. This guy is actually like, alright, I'll just explain. He needs 3 or more Android / Cell Saga allies on the team. So not including him, but the friend leader counts. So basically like 2 more. He's gotten his help. He has. LR Future Gohan. In Future Gohan. Like, he has his help. Yes. The problem is, they want you to run these specific units to obtain an additional that has a 70% chance of becoming a super and a high chance to guard. I'll say that one more time for the one more time. A high chance to guard. You want me... Well, I guess now I can't really say it's bringing the team down, because there are like great units. LR Future Gohan and the In Future Gohan EZA. They're great, amazing units. But it's like, you're still making me run them. It's literally a coin flip chance with this guy. If he doesn't guard, he dies, bro. If he does not guard, he's out of there. He's gone. And with a terrible leader skill, you don't have much of a choice. Like, you can't really like get around. You can't get around this. You have to get lucky that he guards. If he doesn't guard, you're done. And it's like, the whole point of Trunks is to not lose health when you finally get into Super Trunks, because Super Trunks is a god. Super Trunks, in a perfect world, Super Trunks is #1 TUR by far. He is. The problem is, a lot of his stats are health dependent. If you go into Super Trunks with very low HP, Super Trunks is gonna look like a fraud too. But the problem is, this guy can't defend worth a damn. He can't defend. Even with the guard, he still takes damage. It's just a terribly designed unit. It's just an awfully designed unit. But you know who's an even worse designed unit? His banner unit. Jesus Christ, I've never seen a worse pairing of releases ever in my life. I've never, ever seen a worse pairing. Like, I'll be honest with you, I might make a part 3 to this video. Super 17 almost made this list, not the LR one. He's #1. Stupidity. The STR Super 17 and Dr. Gero and Mew almost made this list. They still might if I decide to make a part 3. They still might. This Gohan literally does nothing. This Gohan does nothing. Like, this Gohan's trash, bro. The only upside to him is that he has a lot of health for a banner unit. He has a lot of HP for a banner unit. That is his only W. They did a whole bunch of stuff with his healing, and I'm like, that's cool. He gives defensive support and key support. That's good. The problem is, he has no defensive tech himself. So, you're asking a banner unit with 8,000 defense to defend against, I don't know, Sen Shenron, the new Vegito Blue, the new Trunks that just came out, the new Fusion Zamasu Red Zone stage, You're asking a banner unit with 8,000 plus defense to freaking tank these supers. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I have nothing more to say on this guy. Like this guy is that bad. This guy is that bad. He is the worst banner unit like ever. He's the worst banner unit ever. And it wouldn't be as bad if his name wasn't Super Saiyan Gohan, but his name is Super Saiyan Gohan. So he literally, like, he's fighting for the same spot as AGL LR Gohan. You're not running this trash as opposed to AGL LR Gohan. You're not going to do that. Awful unit. Awful. Get these bums out of here. Okay, next. Oh. I forgot. I did put Super 17 on this list. Yo, I actually forgot. I did put Super 17 on this list. Okay, Super 17 got to be one of the worst designed characters I've ever seen in my life. He's also a character, and this is a very, I mean, you could, I didn't throw her on here. You could throw in Kale. You could throw in LR Omega. Super Boo was in the first episode. It's just, you release these characters, and you give them little to no help. Super 17 wouldn't be the worst with help, but his banner unit, Dr. Zero and Mew, are awful. Like, can I just pull them up real quick? Okay, nah. We're gonna do this on the fly. We're gonna do this on the fly. We are going to do this on the fly. Where are they? Where the heck are they? Oh, they're not both androids. I'm stupid. See, bro? Join forces. They're both joining forces. Yo, can this stupid ad go away? Alright. Here. Alright. We'll open that in a new tab, and then we'll go. Okay, so Super 17, right? Basically, in his base form, he has to tank supers with almost no, defensive viability. His only defensive prowess comes from this. Right? So, his defense is wholly reliant on his offense. Because Super 17 is not going to be tanking these supers like that. Android 17 and Hellfighter 17 are not going to be tanking those supers like that. No. This guy can be good, but he has a horrible fusion condition. The same one that Vegito Blue has, and everyone hates Vegitos. And then when you get into Super 17, you think everything's Gucci. No. Because then you have to get hit another 10 times to fully build up. It's like, even best case scenario, you transform turn 5, you get here and you have to take another 10 hits to get this guy to fully build up. It's ridiculous. Like, why, bro? Like, come on, bro. I get the scouter, like, I get that, but you're almost, bosses aren't whittling you down to that point. They're just gonna blow you right out of the fight. Yeah, bro. I don't know. He can absorb Ki Blast supers if his HP is 70% or less. This guy is ridiculous, bro. And he only reduces damage reduction by 34% for 4 turns. It's unbelievable. There's whole times where you're just not even gonna see this guy. There's whole times where you're not even gonna see this clown. It's just gonna be him. But his main problem is just releasing with no help. And now we get to this clown. This is one of the worst banner units ever. He's not the worst. He's not even the second worst. He's not. But this is still one of the worst banner units ever. 150% attack and defense. That's fine. Cool. Attack and defense was 100% forming a super. That's fine. Target Goku category allies 1 key, 30% to stats. That's cool. Plus an additional 1 key and 20% for target Goku category allies for 2 turns with 3 or more key stars obtained. That's fine. Here's where we start having issues. When there's an enemy whose name includes Goku, seals all enemies, which is pointless because most enemies can't even be sealed. And then they get an additional attack and defense plus 150% and guards. So essentially, if we were to ever get a hard Goku, yeah, they'd actually be alright. They would be alright. They came out in March for JP and the end of May for Global. You tell me, have we gotten a hard Goku event? I don't think so. I don't think we have. Because literally, if he's not fighting a Goku, they are worthless. They are a worthless unit. Like, yeah, they support. Do they support themselves? By not getting, thrown back to the main menu? No. Yeah. Terrible unit. Awful. Awful design. Alright, next. Oh, man. Oh, man. Nah, we're gonna save this one. We're gonna save it. I'm sorry. Nah, we're gonna save it. We're gonna save that one. Okay, next. The physical Nova Shenron banner unit. I bet you guys forgot about this guy. He came out with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta back in 2020, right? Look at this guy's kit. This guy's kit sucks. He gets 2 key and additional attack and defense plus 40% when there is a Shadow Dragon Saga category enemy. And then he supports Shadow Dragon Saga category allies. Shadow Dragon Saga was trash back then. It's still not great, but it was absolutely trash back then, so this didn't even super matter. The Red Zone wasn't a thing yet, so you couldn't. The only way you were getting this was specific Super Battle Road stages. And as you can see, he only gets crit when fighting extreme class enemies. He has no defensive viability at all. He doesn't even raise defense on his super attack. The only saving grace for this guy is that he seals. But it's like normals would kill him. Normals would kill him. Yeah. Just a terrible. This is one of them banner units where I'm just like, yo, what were y'all actually thinking? Like, y'all dropped him with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? Why? Y'all could have just dropped like a Super Saiyan 3 Goku or something. I don't know. Something. This was not it. This was not it at all. I almost forgot about this guy, honestly. I'm looking through trying to find pics for me to slander. And then I see him. I'm like, holy crap, I forgot this existed. But alright, next we have... Shout out to Nova Shenron because he dead made it twice. He's that bad. He's that poorly represented in Dokkan. Ice and Nova. This was previously the worst banner unit in the game before the STR Gohan. Rear his ugly head. His ugly blonde head. Because, okay, so they're not the worst because whereas that Super Saiyan Gohan literally holds no purpose, these guys are on GT bosses. And GT bosses is so bad that it's like literally they can use any help. Like I could just pull up GT bosses real quick, right? Let's pull up GT bosses real quick. You have the Omega leader. He almost made it on this list. He might be on part 3, maybe not. I don't know. I need to think about him. Drive Omega. Let's think of viable units. So Omega, you have the EZA for this guy. Now he's not on global yet, but you have the EZA for this guy. I believe his EZA is there. Is his no? He doesn't have his EZA. Okay. He needs his EZA, so like be on the lookout for that. I don't know when that'll come, but be on the lookout for that. AGL Super 17. We're nearing. The clock has hit 12 on him. Unfortunately, my man's had an amazing run. Look. That was the one Super 17 in the game where it's just like, yo, y'all actually killed it. But the clock has hit 12. The clock has hit 12. The hourglass has trickled all the way down. It's over for you, boy. Tech Baby was nowhere near good enough as he should be. He's fringe okay. I'll kind of just call him bad, honestly. All right. You have Super 17. That's kind of it. So you got Omega, you have Baby, you have Super 17, you got this guy, and Ice and Nova. That's it. That is it. So that's why that's why they're not the worst. Now, they are awful. Doing this key orb stuff, they get all these different buffs with collecting key spheres. I'm sorry, I know y'all hate dodge. Truth talks a lot about dodge, like I get it, but it's like these banner units can't tank with raw stats, bro. They can't. They needed dodge or like 40 or 50% damage reduction or something. conditional guard. Like, okay, maybe guard against a super class unit, right? Like, yeah, it would suck, but look now. Now they would actually be okay because we've gotten super class content. Yeah, I don't know. Again, they're usable just because GT Bosses is that abysmal of a team. But keep them, like, they're still trash, bro. Like, they're still trash. Don't get me wrong. This is still one of the worst releases ever. Moving on. I guess I can get rid of these, right? I can just, like, get rid of these. Let's get rid of all of these. Alright, boom. Remember this guy? I don't. I didn't. I forgot about him. This might be the worst release of a premium unit this year. I say worse than Kaioken Goku. I said Kaioken Goku. I say worse than Super 17. I say worse than Kale. I say worse than Super Buu. I say worse than Omega. This guy, like, when he was revealed, this was just kind of like, oh, so Dokkan is just tone deaf. Like, they're just tone deaf. We're not even going to get to his kit yet, but his kit sucks. But this guy, like, they're just tone deaf. This was the third base form Goku we got in, like, what, 3-4 months? Like, this was right after the 23rd World Tournament Goku. And then don't forget, Carnival Kai Goku was February. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's just like all these, like, I understand Goku's the main character. I get it. But 3 base form Gokus? Do they not understand that same name characters can't link together? Do they understand that? I don't think they do. But now let's get to his kit. This guy's mid. He's mid. He's the epitome of honestly kind of bad. Right? He does nothing special. 5 key, like, cool. What? 5 key when facing 2 or more enemies and attack and defense with 30% up to 150. And performing an ultra super attack per existing enemy. Count starts from the 3rd enemy. And it's just stupidity like that. 5 key and attack 59% for the rest of the battle after delivering a final blow. This is a cursed passive line. This is a cursed passive line. That line sucks, bro. That line is awful. The line is terrible. They need to do away with that line. Any person that has that line in their card immediately needs an easy it. Like, I'm sorry. They need an easy it to just get that out of there. And then he gets an additional attack and defense plus 100% when key is 21 or more. This guy does nothing special. He's raw stats. He's raw stats, bro. He's raw stats. The card art is amazing. I actually really love the card art. But other than that, like, this was just such a tone-deaf release. And I would honestly say this is the worst release for a premium unit. He was just bad, bro. He was bad. This was a bad release. Horrible. It's literally just like, bro, do y'all play your own game? Do y'all not look at the content that came before and the content that's coming after? I swear to God, y'all don't. Alright. Now, I already spoiled it before. In Goku Black. Specifically, his easy. I know he just came out today. I've used him, right? I've attempted to use him. He's, you know, this is a very special unit. It's a very special unit. He's special in how fast he dies. He's special in how low his defense is turn 1. He's special in how bad he is. He's special as in, I can't believe they screwed him up when villains needed him badly. This guy actually does nothing. And this, and again, I ask Omatsu, all these guys at the Dokkan headquarters, at the Dokkan castle, the Dokkan fortress, do y'all play your game? Like, do y'all actually play your game? I say this because all the content they have dropped for the worldwide download celebration this year has been short fights, right? They've all been short fights. And we can add Tech Trunks in here too, although this guy is 10 times worse. But you build these characters like they built this character like he's gonna be a turn 15 god, right? What fight in the game is going to turn 15 besides the legendary Goku event? And it's like, that's piss easy now. All those legendary events are piss easy now. You built an EZA for long events, but then only release short events around him. And again, it's like, why did this have to happen to him of all people? And it's like, now that you have done this to Goku Black, it kind of makes me look back and wonder, it's like, wow, was LR Future Gohan actually the wrong choice? Like, I'm thinking like, wow, a Carnival LR Rose would be fire right now, because this guy's nothing. He greatly raises defense. Sure, cool. He built up attack and defense at the start of each turn. It's horrible for short events, especially how weak this guy starts. Like, look at his start of turn. Look at his turn 1 stats. And then he gets a chance to perform a crit with each attack received. You want this guy to take hits, number 1. And number 2, that's what he receives when he takes hits? He don't even receive damage reduction? Bro, like, come on, man. And then he launches 2 additional attacks when facing a superclass enemy. And then they fix the transformation condition. Thank God, it's not as bad. Then you get the Rose. It's like, he's not even that much better. They added lowering defense and attack, and it's just like, by the time you transform into this guy, like, this not gonna matter. I mean, lowering defense don't matter regardless. He has a high chance to crit, and then you have to do 5 supers with him. He supports, but he doesn't give defense for some reason. And then they take one of the additionals from base form, one of the additionals that was tied to a superclass enemy, and then just make it baseline for Rose, and then leave the last one for a superclass enemy. You gave him nothing. You want this guy to tank with raw stats. Meanwhile, this guy, on average, is starting out the rotation. He's starting out the fight below 200k defense. If you have some support, he'll be over 200k defense. Like, turn 1. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Turn 1, he's just over 200k defense. Are you kidding me? What is that? This is one of the worst EZAs they've ever made. Ever. This was bad, and this was the wrong time to fumble a villain, bro. This was the wrong time, because Fusion Zamasu, he's amazing. His team, although not amazing, it's okay, but it needs help. AGL Zamasu was a wonderful start, but it needs more. Physical Zamasu banner unit was a dud. This guy is even more of a dud. And now we're looking like, well, if this LR Rose EZA doesn't hit, that's it for Fusion Zamasu's team, bro. He's not getting another buff for a long time. Because I don't believe he's gonna get another buff for a long time. I don't believe we're gonna get another Zamasu for a long time. Or a Goku Black for a while. Yeah, it just makes me look back, and it's like, maybe LR Future Gohan was the wrong choice. Maybe it should have been Rose. Because we didn't think they would fumble. If at worst, we'd have thought he was mid, right? At worst, he could have been mid. They made this guy like actual, like, awful. He's actually awful. He's unrunnable. He released, and on the day of his release, he's unrunnable. So yeah, that's my list for the worst releases in Dokkan history, part 2. We're really banking on LR Rose's EZA. If he's not, for the health of the community, he has to be great. He has to be Blue Fusion level. For the health, or like just under. for the health of the community. Because if he's not good, bro, the community might explode. But let me know what you guys think about the list. Let me know down in the comment section below what units you would have added on here. I might make a part 3 to this. I might. You guys seem to really love the first one. Hopefully you guys love this one. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Like and subscribe for more Dokkan Battle content such as this. I love y'all. Peace.